you just sense, looks like it was going to be another 5 minutes of the third period at Jersey, but I give our guys a lot of credit in regrouping and finding a way. Stayed with it, played a really good second period as far as our forechecking. I thought we played a really good game.
You've talked a lot the last couple of days about the idea of playing for pride. Obviously, you guys know the playoffs aren't going to happen, but how important was this game to you to tell you about these guys, whether they are going to play for pride the rest of the way?
Yeah, to me, it's not so much about me. It's about the teammates telling one another how we're going to go about this, and not through words, but through action. And they played hard. We're going to work on the checking part of the game because we're going to have to, because we just don't score a bunch of goals. And yeah, I'm just so pissed off for them. I just want to see them maybe once or twice here get rewarded. And but dust yourself off. Got Tampa, Carolina, Pittsburgh. They're coming. We just got to keep on working on our checking and away from the puck. It's something we're going to zero in on here because we just simply have to play that way.
John, you've said recently with Travis out that Owen's going to need to be possibly one of your game-breaking type of forwards. He had a game where he does get a goal, but also had a lot of quality scoring chances. What did you see from him?
I think if he hits the net, he has maybe one or two more. But you could sense he was free. He was playing. He was looking at me, wanting to play more. Yeah, I've said it to you all year long. It's an encouraging sign with that kid as far as what he's going to be for this team.
John, when you talk about checking away from the puck, do you find that it's better in certain parts of the ice than in others?
Well, checking, it's a real general term. Checking, for me, the first thing we have to, a little subheading of it, is our reloads, and that's being above the puck and not giving up odd man rushes. I thought the strongest part of our game tonight was the defensemen seeing that we're above the puck so they can pinch, especially in the second period. It's probably our best period as far as pinches in quite a while. Our defensemen were pinching down to the hash mark because they could see people reloading. That's a part of checking. And I thought our decision-making at the blue line, which is very important for us this time of year, was really good. It's going to have to continue to be good because we can't let teams that we're playing and where we're at as a team play at 140 feet. It's got to be at 200. So that's the mindset to me of checking.
Going back to the concept of playing for pride, Scott Lawton is someone who we've talked about in his leadership throughout the season on and off the ice. How much does not only his goal but just kind of his presence help in that regard? Yeah, he drags people into it, and he was vocal tonight. Lots isn't going to change. It doesn't matter if you're playing a pickup game. He's going to compete, and those are the type of people we need to drag everybody in as we keep playing these games. And I think it's part of his responsibility now to make sure people are accountable, and he certainly was tonight.
Going back to Tippett for a second, you said he's looking at you, he wants to go and work. That's the confidence that you want to see from him. How have you seen that grow as the season's going on? He's gotten used to how you want him to play and how he needs to play.
Yeah. With him, I think sometimes the thing we have to get through and work through with Tip is when it's there, and when it isn't, it isn't. We've got to get that more. Well, I shouldn't say more because it's been consistent. I just want him. I want him to have that attitude all the time. Quiet kid, very coachable. I want him to be looking at me all the time, wanting to go, and I think that's going to be very important for his next step of development.
One or two more. We've talked about you learning about your team in meaningful games. Obviously, the games aren't as meaningful now, but the building definitely had a buzz to it with Rangers fans. Do you feel like you can learn about guys in this type of environment?
Yeah, I saw some really good things with some guys tonight. I saw some things that I'm not sure where it's at. So it's my job. I need to evaluate. Every time we put the uniform, I'm going to coach to try to help them win, but I also have to evaluate. And it's going to be a very important few weeks here for a few people.
John,
Kind of as a
Farabee
follow-up.
hasn't scored in about 5 or 6 weeks, but did you think tonight he took a positive step? He seemed more active.
More active, yeah. I think little by little his game's coming back. Had the puck more. Like to see him score a goal and hope maybe that helps him. But yeah, I thought our team played hard. I thought they played the right way they needed to tonight. We just played well enough to lose.
Last one, kind of as a follow-up to what Jordan asked about the crowd. You've talked about wanting to play meaningful games. It was no secret tonight that there were a lot of Rangers fans in the building. I guess, what does that mean to you in terms of like your team having to respond to not necessarily having the building behind them because of where you guys stand?
Yeah, well, that we make our own bed. We need to get this the right direction where maybe someday those tickets are hard to get by, to come by. But don't blame anybody else. Blame us. This is what we've made here, and hopefully along the way we get this turned around. I'm not sure when, but get it back to where that's a tough ticket, and maybe the Ranger fans just aren't allowed in the building because we have filled it with our people. Not there yet, obviously. But no one, I'm not blaming the fans. I'm not blaming anybody else except us in the organization. We make our own bed here, and where we're at, it's up for us to get out of it.